but I'm a UK based artist. I sing a lot of pop. And this song with Alan is my first release on my project, which I've been working away at for a couple of years, just sort of in the background. So I'm super honored to be able to have teamed up with Alan for this kind of, it's basically my debut, which is surreal. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. The whole thing has been crazy. And like all of you guys, all of Alan's fans are just the best people ever. Like I wouldn't have asked for a different group of people to kind of launch this whole thing with. So yeah, that's me basically. Born and bred Londoner, big vocal, big mouth. And yeah, that's it.
Really big first release then to
Yeah,
collaborate with Ellen as the first one.
yeah, exactly. Although, people always say, like, especially in the music industry, like, oh, it's crazy how these things happen overnight. But this song was a really long time in the making, and like it's been a thing that's been kind of like bubbling away for a while. So it's just part of like a bigger picture that I've been working on my side. But um yeah, I was just really honored that Alan loved the song. And I think like from what his fans have said a lot to me, in the last couple of weeks, he's the kind of artist that, will collaborate with people not just based on how big or famous they already are, he obviously just likes good music and good people, and I think it's really admirable. So yeah, really surreal, but honored to be here.
Awesome. Yeah. He seems to collaborate with a lot of up and coming artists as well. And I think this leads quite well into the first question. So, how did this collaboration, how did it come about? And how did you get in contact with him and all of that?
It is a long story, so I'll give you the shortish version. But basically a couple of years ago, I wrote this song with a couple of buddies of mine in London, just in the studios we normally work from. You kind of like, I mean, I'm a songwriter, so I write like 5 songs a week. Normally, I'm in the studio every day, and we wrote this song and we sent it over to my publishing team. We were like, I think this is a big song. Do you know anyone that might, any DJs or anyone that might be into it, into putting it out? And Alan actually came straight back. He was the first artist that was like, I want this song. He was like, who is this? Who is this song? And like, what is this? And then it basically went on this journey after that, like 2 years, I think like 6 or 7 different singers, like artists tried to like re-sing the song, basically. I think like even Kylie Minogue tried a version of it, which is absolutely wild. Like at the time, I was like, man, not Kylie, like hearing this song even. Do you know what I mean? Like it was crazy. Anyway, it went on this like 2 year round and round and round the whole world. And then in the end, Alan's team were like, and Alan were like, you know what? Like just the first version of this is always gonna be the best one. So we're just gonna have to do it. And I was obviously like, yay. Because I really wanted to put out my first thing with Alan, and I've always loved the song. It's always felt really kind of personal to me. So I was super gassed that he wanted to do it with me in the end. And yeah, the rest is history, really. Here we are. It's out in the world finally, and yeah, it's just mad. I'm so glad that everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's awesome that it came back to you again. And I mean, it's pretty much the perfect voice for it, I think, as well. And I think a lot of the walkers will agree as well. That you have the perfect voice for this one. So it's great that that ended up being the choice.
Yeah, it's just mad. It's one of them things, and it like it happens quite a lot with songs. Lots of different people try them out, and um, you just got to see what the best fit is. But yeah, it's amazing. I love the way it turned out, and also like the original version was really different. Alan, when he like worked on it himself, made it really kind of funky. Those like almost like Dua Lipa leaning, like little guitars and things you hear in it. Like that was all total like new life that Alan brought into it after I sent it to him. So that was amazing. It really made it what it is now. Yeah, it was such a journey. Honestly, that's all I can say, really. It was a journey, but one that was worth it.
And you said it was 2 years in the making, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Been a
think it
long
was
time
like
working
one
on
of
it.
the first songs I wrote when I got published, actually. So like I got signed and then I literally wrote that song and now, yeah, 2 years on it's come out. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's a great story to have behind the first like big release, and it's a really good one of that. So yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
what
sorry, someone's just
inspired
gone
the?
rumor
That's
has it that
fine.
King Charles wanted the song. What? People in the chat are loose, man.
uh, yeah, the chat can be a bit. They can have some crazy ideas at times.
I love it. I think they're so funny. That's so
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah. So what inspired this song's themes, and what inspired the production of it? Like, was anything happening at the time that influenced how this song was wrote? And yeah.
I mean, I can't speak much on the production because that, like I said, is definitely, it was all Alan and he really took it to that kind of special, like upbeat, almost like funky leaning place, which I just love because it brought so much new life into it. But I mean, lyrically and melody wise, I'm a huge, huge fan of like early noughties, club records, Lady Gaga, anything that like feels a little bit camp leaning and just like a dance floor filler. So I really wanted to put a little bit of that in. Someone's just said your voice sounds like Lady Gaga. I love her. That's why, guys. I can't stop listening to her. I love her. Um, yeah, it was really, really kind of inspired by that whole era of like dance music and just real positivity. I think the last few years we've had a lot of really great dance music, but it's maybe been a bit like cooler. The lyrics have been a bit more understated, and I was like, screw it, let's write a big, dancing in love club floor filler. Like I just really wanted it to feel really nostalgic, so yeah, that was the inspiration behind it, really.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think we'll just go to the. Can you tell us something about the creative process behind the writing and the recording of the song? Like, how
Yeah,
do you go
sure.
about doing all of that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like you guys know another DJ actually called Shift Key. But it was actually the day we made it. I was in the studio here in London with him and two other guys who are writers as well. And so it's four of us, and we're sort of sitting in the room and like just playing around with some chords. Normally shift key, like when I work with him, he'll just like play some chords out. He'll get his laptop out, play some chords, and I'll start like I'm a melodies first kind of girl, so I'll start like humming something without any lyrics on it, like and actually the first thing that I sang over the chords was that so I was like, oh, that could be like a cool little, it felt catchy immediately. I was like, we should do something with that. And then yeah, and then the chorus sort of came around it. And actually my buddy, Bully, who was the other one of the other writers in the room, went for that. The first part of the chorus, the lower part, it takes one night. I was like, that's great, but you know, I love a big vocal. We should really bring it up and up and up. I was like, it's not high enough. Like every time we got to writing the end of that chorus bit before the drop, I was like, let's bring it like another third up. Let's have this moment where it's just like blows your face off, basically. So yeah, and then the I always find the verses are really easy to write once you've got a really strong chorus. So the rest just sort of, yeah, came naturally. Um, yeah, sorry, I have such bad ADHD and I'm getting so distracted by this chat. Like I can't. I just want to speak to everyone. I'm dead. Guys, I'm reading every message. Tell me a joke. Can you say Lady Gaga? I'm dead. But yeah, that's how it was written. And it was a really good day. It was really like I think you can always hear in a song when the day that you wrote it was a fun day. The
Yeah, you
guys that I did
can't
it with,
really
like
write a. Sorry.
yeah, like we knew each other for a while before that. We were just super comfortable with each other and Yeah, it was great. It was such a fun process writing it.
Yeah, you can't really write something that's fun and happy in it when you're having a bad day yourself. So I
That's
definitely
it.
feel that in the song as well, that you guys were having a good time and enjoying the process.
Yeah, and you know what was so nice is like when Alan sent his version of it back, I could hear that he'd had a really fun time on the production as well. So the whole thing just felt like everybody was just like smiling for 2 years solid on the track. It was so nice. So yeah, it is fun is the word.
Yeah. Do you have like any favorite lyrics or moments in the song? I think from hearing about how you've spoken about it now, it might be the chorus, but are there any other places that really stand out to you and like have a bigger meaning to you?
Um, I love the pre-chorus, you know. I've always loved the pre-chorus. Um, it's the eye of the hurricane. That thing. It always just like I love a visual. Like I love being able to imagine the music video to everything I ever write. And like the lyrics in that part, I don't know, there's this real like scream it into the rain sort of thing, you know, it's just like when you feel this intense feeling of like euphoria, that pre-chorus like really kind of encapsulates that for me. So I love the pre. I've always loved the pre. But the chorus is obviously my favorite.
Yeah. It almost sounds like you could have been dancing or something while recording the chorus as well. Like it would make sense to be
Yeah, yeah,
dancing while
yeah, that's
doing that and
it,
having
yeah.
fun. Yeah. So what does the title "Dancing in Love"? What does that mean to you personally?
Do you know what? That's a funny question because I had actually had it out with one of the other writers on the title of the song for a while. Where I was like, does it make sense? Like dancing in love? Does it make sense? Like I was so on the fence about it. And the way he explained it was that like there's a difference between dancing with a stranger and dancing with somebody you love. And so he was like, if you're dancing in love, you know, that is what it is. I was like, okay, we had this whole thing for ages. And yeah, I think that like beautifully summed it up. That was the sort of meaning behind it. Um Dancing. I was like, should it be dancing with love? And then I was like, nah, that sounds shit. Like it is dancing in love.
Yeah,
But it is what it says, basically, yeah.
awesome.
Can
Yeah,
you
and the
imagine if
the
it was called
title
Dancing with
really,
Love? It'd be so weird.
yeah, it wouldn't fit in with the feel of the song either.
I know, yeah. I have to admit, sometimes I'm wrong. Okay, fine. Literally was like, fine, guys, I'm wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have anything more to add about the song and the process behind it before we move on to the next section?
Um, I don't think so, you know, like it was just so I think the most interesting thing about the process of it was that like 2 year journey and all the different people that tried the vocal. Like the rest of it came really easy. It was me. I was the difficult part for everybody to decide on, but like I said, I'm glad I'm here. So
It's great it ended like that. As I said earlier,
yeah,
you have the perfect voice for the song, and it from how people are writing in chat, I can see that they agree. So, you know,
thank you. Yeah, I always reference it's kind of similar to so you know Sia when she did Titanium, they wanted Rihanna to sing Titanium with David Guetta,
oh yeah, okay,
and it just never sounded quite the same. And so then they were like, okay, well I have to keep Sia on it, and then that was her like big moment. So that's sort of always a bit how I felt with like writing for dance. I'm like, oh, if I really push it and if I push myself and push my vocal, like, one day there'll be that song where someone's like, you're the best man for the job. So,
yeah,
yeah, that's kind of always what I think about is that story about Sia.
yeah. Absolutely, and yeah, it's kind of the same story. Like, hopefully, this song will be very big, and I think it already is. It has
It's
already
definitely
a
getting
lot
there,
of
yeah. I
streams.
mean, the Walker fans are you guys are crazy. Like I said before, like I've never seen the sort of reaction to anything, man. And like I've written songs for other people who are huge, but this, like his community and his following are wild. I love it so much. Like it's actually crazy. So I think like, everything's a hit if Alan touches it because he's got such dedicated fans. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a big reaction every single time there's a song, but I think Dancing
Yeah.
Love has been one of the bigger ones lately. So
Oh, that makes me feel so happy.
yeah, so I think we're
Yeah.
gonna move on a bit to the next segment where we're gonna look more into you instead of specifically the song. So, can you take us
Cool.
back to the moment you decided to pursue music as a career, and what was happening, and was the decision like to go this direction?
My God, do you know what? That's a really hard question to answer because I honestly can't tell you. Like something like I was born and I wanted to do this. Genuinely, like it's one of those things I've been asked that before, and I'm like, man, even when I was like 3 years old, I was like sitting in a cubicle in the toilets in my school, singing in the toilet, and like other kids were laughing at me, like it's one of those things. I just something from like God just happened to me when I was born. It was like, this kid is gonna really, really want to be a pop star, and that is it. It's just always been the thing. And I sort of like, yeah, I moved into London when I was like 18. I grew up just south of London, just past Croydon for anyone who knows where that is. And yeah, I went to music school, hated it, and just like hustled for a really long time. And then yeah, signed my publishing deal a couple of years ago. Wrote this song. Rest is history, really. Um, and then last year I signed a deal on my own artist project. So just to like explain to anybody who like doesn't know as much about kind of the behind the scenes part of the music industry, like a publishing deal is to do with like me writing songs. So like writing songs for other people, writing songs for Alan, writing songs for whoever else. And then the artist deal I signed last year is specifically to work on my own debut album. So that's something that I'm really gassed about because the writing part of things and the publishing deal was really more to kind of keep me afloat and sort of, get my foot into the industry a bit more. So yeah, that's where I'm at now, man. But honestly, there was never really a moment where I was like, I want to do this. It was just, it's existed there as long as I have.
Then that's kind of an easy answer as well. That it's just been this direction all the time,
Yeah,
and now you're finally here.
that's it. Yeah. And it still feels like just the beginning. I don't know
Yeah.
if it ever won't feel like the beginning, but I love it. I'm addicted to it.
So, are there any like dream collaborations you're hoping to work towards? Like now you've been with Ellen, are there any bigger DJs or other producers you want to work with in the future?
I mean, this is a huge one. I'm I couldn't ask for much more, really. But there is one I'm already working on. It's with two DJs who everybody knows. I really can't say a lot else about it at the moment. Otherwise I will actually get sued by someone.
Yeah,
But
I see people already
they're
guessing in the chat as well.
It's cool. And it's still that next record is still quite it's actually more ballady, but like, big synths, big dance energy still, but like a bit more titanium sounding. I think it's gonna be sick. Um, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one. But I'd love to
Yeah.
collab with way more people, and I'd love to collab with people that aren't DJs as well, I'm sort of one of those that I love every genre. So, I'd love to collab with Bring Me the Horizon and then David Guetta. Yeah, we love all of it. So, yeah, that's all I can say, really.
Yeah. It's a hard one when you aren't allowed to say it as well, because
I know. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
yeah, we have to accept that answer, guys. So don't get too hard on me now.
Sorry,
Um,
guys. You can all keep guessing. Maybe I'll like throw in like a little sound when somebody guesses it right. I'll drop a hint.
yeah. So
It's
apart
not
from not,
Tiesto. Whoever said Tiesto, I'm dead. It's not Tiesto. I would tell you if it was Tiesto.
that would be a big one to collab with as well.
That would be a big one, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like his stuff is a little bit more like clubby, you know. Whereas
Yeah.
like I love big pop dance, you know. So I don't know if it would make sense, but I do love Tiesto.
Yeah. So apart from not being able to talk about who you're collaborating with, what is the biggest challenge you've faced in this whole industry?
Um, I mean, I don't want to get heated because there's a lot. We know. My girl Ray, she's talking a lot about a lot of those challenges. But yeah, I think the hardest part was actually just starting, like getting your foot through the door and like finding that first connection, like person that believes in you and getting heard is so difficult. And then like, you know, I think if you have the talent and the drive and the work ethic, I think once you sort of break into the industry, then things move kind of fast. But I mean, weekly challenges still are like, I still don't think vocalists and women in music are getting enough respect from anybody. You know, we're the ones writing the songs and performing them, and it's our voices that make you really feel that emotion. And like, I think there's still a long way to go for girls in dance, but it's okay because we're tough cookies. We're gonna fight on. So yeah, most of the time I just love it. I love my job.
Yeah. It's good to hear that it is going forward and not just staying on in all the challenges, and yeah, it's getting better, hopefully.
That's it, yeah. And I think in any industry, in any career, there are different challenges at different stages of your career. But you know, it's if you want something bad enough, you deal with it and you learn from every single one and you just keep pushing on. Like that's all you can do really. And then you celebrate the wins, like right now and being here with all of you guys, which is sick. So it makes everything worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to have a good time as well. You can't just focus on all the bad things.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did I say tough cookie? I'm dead. People putting gifs of the Cookie Monster in the thing. I can't. You lot are pure entertainment. I could just sit here all night reading these.
I mean, we have all night if you want. So, but yeah, guys, we'll have a Q&A session here in just a moment. So just stay tuned for that as well. But first, like, do you have any good advice that you want to give to these people in the chat or other independent artists who are looking to get into it and to really get into the music industry?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've got loads always. But I think the best piece of advice I could give anyone is don't let any sort of rejection from anyone make you feel like you aren't good enough because at every stage in life you will be told no and you'll be rejected or told you're not good enough um and it's just not true. Everything is an opinion when it comes to art and creativity, every single thing. And what one person thinks, the next person thinks the complete opposite. So you'll never please everybody. The most important thing is do what you love. And yeah, and you'll always succeed.
Yeah, and I think that also counts for like every single like career out there that you have to
Yeah.
really, yeah, you have to believe in yourself, and if you love it, then go for it. You don't care what others think of it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, honestly, don't care what people think. It took me such a long time. I used to care so much what others thought of me. And now, honestly, I couldn't care less. I'm happy. I love myself. I love the people that are kind to me. And that's all you really need.
Exactly. That is
Yeah.
the right spirit to have in all the plays, really.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
All right, so chat, if you guys have any questions, I think you have loads, so just start asking away. And I don't know if you want to pick some out yourself, or if you want me or some of the moderators to pick them out for you.
Yeah, can do. I mean, if you spot a good one, fire away. I'm looking as well.
I don't think we have to go into the whole shorts thing right now. It's an ongoing joke we have in the server because I was
Oh
wearing
right.
shorts in Oslo here not long ago. So,
Oh, I thought it meant YouTube Shorts. Like
oh
that's
yeah,
where
no.
my mind went straight away. But this is
Like,
actually a private joke. I get it. When is when is Meek gonna sing in front of us? I mean, it depends. It maybe depends which of Alan's shows you're planning on going to. And
ooh,
also, if you go over to my TikTok, I post vocal videos on there all the time of all sorts of different covers. There's some Lady Gaga ones on there. There's Pink, Chapel Roan, anything you can imagine. So if you want to see other bits in the meantime, head over there.
I'm seeing people are asking if there going to be a music video for the song. Is that something
Yeah,
you can
not
talk about, or is
yeah,
that
for
not in the
sure. Not
plans?
that I'm aware of at the moment. And I had this question a lot because I think basically there's a lyric video on YouTube that you guys can go watch now. And there's also like content on my socials that kind of looks like hints of a music video, but actually it's just like short form videos that I made to promote the song and like show everybody kind of what I look like and who I am, because it's first release. And I wanted to do that in a way that like really kind of obviously showed my character and what I'm about. So we went all the way over the top with that content. Unfortunately, it's not a full-length music video, but wouldn't that be great? You guys need to at Alan if you want a music video. So it's out of my hands.
Let's all start asking Ellen for a music video. But yeah, I saw one of those videos just earlier today that you were talking about on your Instagram. Uh,
Yeah,
it really shows the song very well, I think.
it's cool, right? And that yellow dress I had made
Yeah.
just before December, and I designed it with my two friends, and like they managed to throw that dress together in a week. They made it in a
Oh wow.
week. It's like, so I need a gigantic ball gown. Can you just make this for me ASAP? Yeah, it was a chaotic week, but I think it turned out really well.
It definitely did.
Dancing in Love is almost 5 million streams on Spotify. How do you feel? I feel overwhelmed, you guys. You guys are fucking crazy. Sorry for swearing, but like, what the hell? 3 weeks ago, I had 0 monthly listeners. And now I've got 2.5 million, and my first record is on 5 million streams. So it feels great. It's wild. And I love you all so much. Oh
There's
my
also
God.
one asking who was your inspiration to make music?
Oh my goodness. Probably. I mean, it's not what you want to hear, but my dad. My dad, he always played guitar, and like I looked up to him so much. But also like in terms of other artists, I'm a huge fan of Cher, David Bowie, um, Sia, Lady Gaga, Adele, Amy Winehouse, all the legendary women with big voices. Christina Aguilera, legend. Beyonce. Guys, a lot of this I feel like is private jokes. I really don't know what it means, but I'm just looking for things that I understand. Bro, she replied to your chat, two potatoes. If you don't want me to reply, don't put anything in it. Like, it's a Q&A, guys. It's a Q&A. What was your reaction when Alan asked you to collab? Sorry if this repeated. Yeah, I was gassed. It was crazy. It was really surreal. Like, actually surreal. I woke up the next day and I had to check my emails again to make sure it was true. I love anime. Yes, at Meek, do you like anime? I love it. And one of my favorite animes is Carol and Tuesday. I don't know if anyone's watched that, but it's great. And if you haven't watched it, you should, because it's about these two girls that live on Mars, and they like, I think like the program is sponsored by Nord and Gibson, so they like have all these like animated little instruments in there. Oh my God, it's so goddamn cute. I love it. It's my favorite. It's so good. And also I think FKA Twigs wrote some of the music for that, and the music in it is sick. It's called Carol and Tuesday. That's the name of it. Recommend. And if you watch it, make sure you DM me and let me know what you thought, because I think it's so good. What is your favorite song from Alan? Well, obviously Dancing in Love, you guys. But Faded is obviously a banger for the ages. It's an all-time classic, so it's a close second. Nah, never gets old. You're so right. I do play instruments. Yeah, I play guitar and piano. And I like to think I play drums, but I'm not great, to be honest. Oh my God, that's such a good question. If you could write a song right now to describe this wonderful moment, what would you name it? That's a crazy good question. Also, a lot of pressure. Guys, so much pressure. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I can't. It's too much pressure on the spot, you guys. I can't write a song like that.
Someone said it's called Walkers in Love.
I love it. That's so good. Yeah, well done. That's great. I don't
Hmm,
know who is this Hatsune Miku? I'm not
I
that
have
person.
no idea
Am I
either.
butchering the pronunciation of that as well? It's not. I'm not them. But if you guys are so obsessed with this person, maybe I wish I was. I don't know. I'm probably going to regret saying that, aren't I?
It's probably something from an anime or something.
I've already joined the Walkers, you guys. I'm already in. I'm so with you. I started making music probably I started writing songs when I was like 12, and then I started playing shows and doing festivals when I was around 14, 15.
Oh wow, that's a really early start to singing career.
Yeah, dude. Although we can't really call it a singing career back then, because I just really wanted to be Hayley Williams, and I had like a really bad hair dyed, like cut home haircut. And I just used to like go around England with like a really cheap Fender guitar and play terrible gigs. We've come a long way, guys.
Going from that to now having 5 million plus streams on Spotify on
I
a single
know,
song.
wild. Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny as well because like you always think at the time that you sound amazing, and then guaranteed like every 5 years you listen back to the stuff you were doing, you're like, oh my God, it was
Oh yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'd love to collab with the Chainsmokers. I'm obsessed with them. What's my
Someone
walker ID? What is this, guys? You need to educate me. I'm so new here. I'm so new to being a walker. I don't know.
the Walkers have a secret platform where everyone gets an ID when they first log on. It's currently down for maintenance, so we can't get you on right now. But we
Okay,
can
well,
look into that.
someone's gonna have to circle back when this is
Yeah.
back up because I need in on that.
Someone's also asking how the weather is in London.
It's horrible. It's cold. At least it's not on fire like LA,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
true.
terrible. And if anyone in the chat is in California right now, I'm praying for you. But yeah, it's very cold here. Very cold. But also then probably not as cold as Norway, I imagine. So I probably can't complain, you guys. It's fine. The weather's fine. Oh, we've got other people from the UK in here. Guys, who else is from the UK in the chat? Let me know. Make yourself known. Oh my
Someone's in
God,
New York and the weather's
love
also bad, so
it. Dancing in
dancing in
cold. Yeah,
cold.
love
Yeah.
it. Great. That should be the remix edition.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys are from all over the place. Look at this. Crazy. If London rained so much, wouldn't there be no fire? Yeah, I mean that's why California's had so many fires because they didn't have the rainfall that they usually have over the winter. No, there won't be any big fires here because it rains every day. We're safe from that. We will drown before we burn in London, unfortunately.
But yeah, we have people from all over the world here right now. All the
I
way
mean,
from
it's
India and the USA
yeah,
and Iraq, I think I saw someone from as well. Vietnam, okay.
yeah.
Some
This is
people are staying
mad.
up really late tonight too. Here, this.
Yeah, thank you anyone who is like secretly in bed right now on this. I love that. I love that energy.
So do you have do you in chat have more questions, guys? We can also just talk about countries all the time. I mean, I don't mind, but
Are you going? I don't know. I can't really stay on tour yet. We're discussing things. I may be joining one or two shows, but it's in discussion at the moment. That's about am I joining Alan on tour?
yeah, that would be awesome.
I think, well, he's playing one show here in London at Alexandra Palace, and that is definitely something we're talking about. So if any of you UK people or anyone who's not UK that's going to come over for that show, that is where you're likely to find little old me.
Now I'm sad to have chosen Amsterdam as my show. Can you just come over the day before to Amsterdam and sing there as well?
Do you know what? Like, honestly, I already love everyone so much. I'll low key just buy a ticket, you guys, and just come in the crowd with you. Like, I just think it'd be so fun. And I'll wear the yellow dress as well.
Oh yeah, people will be able to find you.
Have I been? I've been to loads of different countries. I go all over the place for writing. I've been over to the Caribbean. I've been to Thailand, Germany, France, Norway. Actually, I did a little tour in Norway a couple of years ago. Um, Italy, Morocco, everywhere. Which is crazy, really, because I didn't get on a plane till I was like 18 or something. So I've done a lot of traveling in the last few years. How many languages do I speak? Oh my God, loads badly. Well, none. Absolutely none.
I saw someone asking if you had any hobbies outside of music.
Um, yeah, I mean, the last few months I've been on like a real fitness journey. So weirdly, like I love tennis. I love yoga. Like I'm really into everything at the moment that's like, healthy exercise vibes. I feel like I'm sort of like coming to that second half of my 20s thing where I'm like, right, time to just stop drinking beers every night, and hanging out. And like, yeah, I'm getting a little bit like more into fitness and stuff. Um, Sorry, that's not that interesting of an answer. I wish I could have told you it was like kung fu or something. I actually did do a kung fu class recently though, and I loved
I
it.
mean, it's the honest answer, so it's a good one.
Oh my God, what is your dream car? I love that question because I've had a dream car for so long. My dream car is a bright yellow Jeep Cherokee. Like, like the drug dealer car out of Layer Cake. That is really what I want to bowl around Brixton in. Yeah, exactly that. Man, who found that gift that fast? That's crazy. Yeah, that's the vibe. I think that would suit me so well. Do you guys not?
I think it would.
Yeah. Speaking of cars, do you drive car often or do you have private drivers? Nah, I live in the city, like right in the middle of London, so I just get the tube and the bus everywhere. So for people that are in the UK and are in London, like, look out for me. I could be sitting next to you on the bus tomorrow. It always seems so much more glamorous from the outside, you guys, but like really the only people with private drivers are like people that are mega famous. Like Alan's probably got a driver from time to time, you know. But I'm not a driver level yet. I wish I was, because I really hate the tube. I haven't been to New York. No, I'd love to go.
City or countryside? I see someone's asking.
Oh, it's so hard. Because I love both. Like, I actually love a mix of both. And I feel like I spend so much time in the city that when I go to the country, I really appreciate it. But I think if I lived in the country, I'd get so bored. So, like, after a while, you know, I'm very much a like in and amongst all the noise kind of person. So, probably city. But if I could never leave the city for the country, I wouldn't be able to bear it either. What
I
games do
think
you love
this.
to play? I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed. I'm obsessed. Like literally every time they release a new one, I play it straight away. I've played quite a lot of Fortnite, but I haven't had as much time to play it recently. And I feel like quite risky saying that because I'm probably about to get a load of hate, or everyone will be like, yes. Um, I'm not bad at it. I'm really good at the building in Fortnite, so I'm quite a good like team support person. Um, but
Maybe you
yeah, I'm
could
obsessed with
join some of
Assassin's
the.
Creed.
Maybe if someday some of the walkers would show you around in the Walker World map on Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that would be sick. Is that even a thing? That's crazy, you know. Like there's so much I don't know, guys. I'm such a Walker World noob, honestly.
I don't even know if it's still up and running, but it was there, and I think it's still there as well. But I saw someone asking where did the question go again? Yeah, how did you come up with your name, your artist name?
It's my real name. It's my surname. It's my second
Oh,
name. So my full name is Georgia Meek. And yeah, I just chopped off the Georgia for my artist name. If there's a Minecraft server, I'm actually going to get involved this afternoon.
there is
Guys, I
one
love
actually.
Minecraft so much. I'm such a little kid, like at heart. I'm also like a massive Sims player, and actually, I do loads of builds for The Sims, and I have got my own like site on the gallery, and loads of really cool stuff on there. Guys, you're really bringing out my inner nerd. I can't deal with this.
Don't
I
worry, we're
love
all
it.
the nerds and gamers and
I
geeks
love it,
here.
honestly. So good. Yeah, guys, I want in on the Minecraft server. Someone send it to me.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a thing. We're on there pretty much daily.
That's so cool. Yes, we're all nerds. I love it so much. I mean, that is literally my whole thing. And like the music I'm working on for my own album is basically all about being an outcast and like, you know, like I spent my whole school life and everything getting really badly bullied and everyone was like, "You're never going to be a pop star. You're never going to do music because you're not cool." And actually, I think it's being really uncool that makes me really cool. If that makes sense. So yeah, it's nice. Like when you like leave school and you grow up a bit and you kind of start to love that part of yourself that is a bit nerdy and a bit different to everybody else. So yeah, I'm loving this energy, guys. It's very, very close to home for me.
Then you'll fit perfectly in here as well in the Walker community because I think pretty much everyone here has some kind of story like that of being like an outcast at some in some way and then found a place there they fit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the amazing thing about music, right? Like, it just brings people together
Yeah,
into these
exactly.
like little communities of like, you know, whether you're an outcast or you're into gaming or you're into football or whatever, like, it's all one of the same. It's so nice. My goodness, I can't keep up with this. Hang on.
Someone's
This
asking
is
favorite movie
our
if you have
favorite
one.
movie. Oh my goodness. That's such a hard question because I love movies. Like, I love so many. I really love like kind of like British like cult crime films like Snatch and Layer Cake. I actually mentioned Layer Cake earlier, and that's why I want that yellow Jeep because it reminds me of those films. Um, I also watched Wicked the other night, guys, and I did really like it. I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I really liked it. And also,
Now it's
somebody
all the
keeps
gaming
asking me what my
question.
biggest phobia is, and let me just answer that now with one word: wasps.
Understandable. Those things
Like,
are scary.
honestly, and like if you ever see me playing a festival and I'm on stage outside and I just run away for no reason, you know there was a wasp on that stage. Like nothing ever would keep me stood still when faced with a wasp. Like, it's never gonna happen. No, guys, don't send wasp gifts. I hate them. It's horrible.
No,
Oh
fish
my god,
cake,
there's a
that's just
word for it.
evil.
Sphyxophobia. Is that actually all right, that one's kind of funny. Sorry, guys. I don't really have a favourite footballer. I can't lie. I've never got super into football. So, although I did used to have a crush on Drogba, if anyone's into Chelsea. I know, right? They are so bullying me, you guys. Not with the wasp gifts. It's all right. I don't mind a picture of a wasp. I just don't want them anywhere near me. Like, they can't sting me in a gift, guys. It's fine.
It's gone from dancing in love to talks about games and being geeky, and now we're into phobias.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god, that would be sick, you know? At me, so why don't you get a wasp-like dress? Do you know what? That would actually be sick. Guys, that's a great idea. Watch me come out at Ali Pali in a giant wasp suit.
I mean, you already have the yellow dress now. Put some black stripes
Just
on it,
put some
and
stripes
you're
on it,
good to
that's
go.
it.
And some wings. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You also need to add
Yeah.
that. So, guys, do we have any more questions? I've seen a lot of people asking if you can sing for us, but I don't know if you would want to do that. Otherwise, people can just go into your social media, which I think we should also maybe start promoting here because we want to do that.
I would love that. I mean, look, I'm not one for being like, follow me, follow me, follow me, like, but if any of you genuinely, enjoy the sound of my voice and want to see more singing, like that is where you can find it over on TikTok. Um, and I just kind of I just fuck with you all. This is such a good vibe. Like I'm so into everything you're into. I feel like you're my friends more than anything. Love it. I do have an Instagram as well, guys. It's the same handle. It's at must be meek. I'll write it in.
I'm gonna send a link here in a moment. Just had to
Oh, nice.
find it.
Oh, oh, it just ats me. I tried to type out my handle, guys, and it just ats me because it's the same on here. It's the same. It's just at must be meek everywhere. My favorite anime character is Sailor Moon, and it always will be, and it always has been.
Okay, if someone else has the link for Meek's Instagram or TikTok or something, you're welcome to send it. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
I couldn't figure a way to do it fast, so let's let others do the job here.
Sorry, third time asking. I've watched Formula One, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I watched that documentary on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I can't remember what it was
Uh,
called. The documentary
Drive
about
to
Formula One.
Survive.
I really go on, sorry.
Drive to Survive.
Yeah, that I really enjoyed that documentary, and it actually made me think like I should probably watch some more Formula One because I got really into it. I did. I watched the Avicii documentary last week. Um, it really made me laugh when Chris Martin was like, "Oh, I got sent this song," and I was like, "Oh, I wonder who he got sent a song by." And he went, "From the place where songs come from." I'm like, "Oh, right, you're talking about your brain." It literally made me laugh so much. That really cracked me up. But I love the documentary, and I loved Avicii Man. I loved him so much, and it breaks my heart to know that like I mean, it breaks my heart that he's gone so early, but also that I will never be able to meet him or collaborate with him, or understand him more personally because I just think he was a genius, and he tragically was gone so soon. He really was, right?
Do you think he would have picked up Dancing in Love if he was still around?
Maybe, like it's got that little tiny like country leaning in the melody, hasn't it? He probably would have
Yeah.
liked it, I reckon.
Imagine an Avicii remix of Dancing in Love. That would be awesome as well.
See, that's just teasing, saying
Yeah.
things like that. Am I tired right now? No, I'm not too bad. Not too tired. Um, yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur. Thank you guys for sending these links. Actually, thank you because I would never find this stuff on my own. I haven't visited India. I would love to visit India, even if it was just to like eat food. I would definitely dedicate a song to Avicii. If I wrote something that I felt like he would have been the perfect DJ for, I would definitely dedicate it to him. Yay! Who sent the Bulbasaur gift? That is so cute, man. Bulbasaur's so cute. So cute.
If you're going to India, you might need a health checkup.
I know, yeah. I have heard this from people. I feel like worth it. I would literally, I'm that stupid. I'd be like, so worth it. It's okay, guys, because I'll just play my tennis before and after, so it's fine. I'll get away with it.
Right, so it seems like the questions are slowing down a bit. So I don't know if you have anything more you would want to talk about before we
Yeah,
end
I
the
mean, maybe
podcast.
I'll ask. I feel like someone's just asked one that's like a great finishing point,
Oh
which
yeah,
was someone
absolutely.
just said, "What are your future plans?" Um, and also, I would love to come to Florida. Don't, guys, because I will come to all these places. Um, my future plans are a lot. Well, some of them I can't say a lot about, but I'm so close to being ready with my like project, my debut solo stuff. One more collab as I mentioned, but the album I've been working on for the last few years, I'm so proud of, and I'm so excited to start releasing. And like I said, it's music for weirdos, it's music for losers, for people like me. And yeah, it's just big energy. If you like Queen, and Lady Gaga, if you imagine them like mixed together, like yeah, I'm so excited to show people what it sounds like. So that's my plans in the future is well, in the near future is to start releasing things like this, and I'm gonna spend a lot more time in America as well. Um, so, so yeah, I really hope you guys connect with me after this because I would love to talk more. And we're all amazing.
That's Awesome, and I think everyone here is probably on their way right now over to follow you on the other social media so they'll stay up to date.
I love that. I will remain in the ranks of the walkers, absolutely. And I'm going to go find a Minecraft server and I'm going to join everything else because I love you guys and I want to hang out and I want to play some games as well. And maybe I'll sing for you on a game server.
That would
I
be
have been known
awesome.
to sing whilst I'm playing Fortnite.
Well, hey, let's revive the Fortnite map then. So maybe someday everyone can play together with Meek.
That would be so sick.
But yeah, everyone, if you've not already, go over and follow Meek on other social media, both TikTok, Instagram. I don't know if you have anywhere else you would want to share.
And that's it, really. I mean, if TikTok gets banned in the US, I don't know. Like, does anyone have any clues about what app we're going to move to? I don't know.
A lot
I'm
of people are
ready to.
saying Red Note, but
Red
yeah,
Note.
I
Yeah,
don't
I've
know.
heard this. I don't know if it's going to be banned, though, to be honest.
No, we'll see.
It'll be pretty crazy if it is.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we can move to the
if I
secret
do set up
platform. That's
accounts on
true.
any other platforms, I will always let you guys know. So yeah. But this has been so much fun, guys. Thank you so much. And you've all been so kind and continue to be so kind, which is honestly like breaking my heart in the best way. I love it.
Yeah, someone
And now
sent
I'm,
of following you on Spotify as well, so obviously go follow me on Spotify as well. That's where the
amazing.
music's gonna come out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I will. I'll be back in the chat. I'll come back later for sure.
Awesome. Well, yeah, guys, go stream Dancing in Love and enjoy it. And it's been awesome having this podcast here, and it was great meeting you, Meek.
It
And
was such a pleasure, you guys. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I hope you all stay safe out there and lots of love. You have my heart.
all right, I think that's the end. So thank you so much, everyone, and again, thanks for joining us, Meek, and answering all the questions.
You're so
Also, all the
welcome.
silly ones from everyone in the chat.
I honestly, I need to go and like flush all those pictures of wasps out of my brain now, guys. Thank you so much. All right, listen, everyone, stay safe. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye. All right, everyone. So that's it. What do you guys think about this? I think it was a great time chatting with me. Tell Maddie to sing. Nah, not right now. Maddie's busy. Now it's my time to chat. No. I think it's my time to rest my voice. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here. I hope you had a great time. And if I know Fishcake right, he's probably recorded all of this and will be releasing it soon for anyone wanting to relive this. Yes, yes. Awesome, man. Well, stay tuned. On Monday, we have the next event. So make sure you're going to the events category and sign yourself up for that. I think that's going to be really amazing too. Relive the chaos. True. But for now, go into the general chat or any other chat you like, and let's enjoy this great Saturday or Sunday for the people who are already on Sunday. But yeah, thanks so much again for joining, and I'll see you in the next event. Bye bye.